there friends, it's Ashley here from the Loopy Lamb and theloopylamb.com for Clover USA, and today I'm going to show you how to do the double crochet stitch. To follow along with today's tutorial, you'll need a 5.5 millimeter Clover Amour crochet hook and a medium size 4 worsted weight yarn in your color of preference. To start making a double crochet stitch, you need to start with a slip knot, and to do that you're going to take your yarn tail, hold it in your hand like this, wrap it around your fingers, cross it over and flip it over, take your crochet hook, put it under the first loop, over the second, and pull that under, over and out your fingers there, and you're going to transfer all the yarn onto your hook and tighten that up. Don't want it to be too tight, as you still want to have some fluidity of movement there so you can start to crochet. So you can crochet the double crochet stitch into almost pretty much any number of chains that you desire, but if I want to get 10 double crochet stitches for my swatch today, I'm going to need to create a chain 12. Now to do that, we're going to yarn over and pull through the loop, and that's your first chain. And we're going to continue to do that until we have 12 chains. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so there's our chain 12. So we're going to skip the first, second, and third chain from the hook. We never count the chain that's currently on our hook when we're counting that. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and we're going to be working into this fourth chain from the hook here. So to do that, we're going to yarn over and insert our hook into that chain, that fourth chain from the hook. Then we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop to the front of our work, and you'll now have 3 loops on your hook. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through those first 2 loops on your hook, and you'll now have 2 loops remaining, and you'll yarn over and pull through those remaining 2 loops. You've just completed your first double crochet stitch. Now the first 3 chains that you skipped will also count as a double crochet, and you'll see how we work into that when we start into our row 2 here. So to create our next double crochet, we're going to yarn over, work into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. You should now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, 2 loops remaining on your hook, yarn over, and pull through those last 2 loops. That's your next double crochet stitch completed. And we're going to continue to do that across our chains. And when you get to the end, we'll start row 2. Okay, so I just finished my last double crochet, and I'm just going to show you here that we have 10 double crochet stitches. So you'll count that by counting the V's at the top of your work. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it's really hard to see because it's off to the side, but that 3 chains that you skipped at the beginning, again, that's going to count as a double crochet, and so that's our 10th double crochet stitch. Now to work subsequent rows of double crochet stitches, you'll need to create a turning chain to raise your yarn to the height of the stitch. To do that, you're going to create a chain 3. So yarn over, pull through the loop, there's 1, do that again, 2, and 3. So that's your chain 3. Then we're going to turn our work, so we're working from right to left again. Now this chain 3 is called a turning chain, and when you have a chain 3, you're going to skip that first stitch and you're going to start working into the second stitch. Now when you're working your stitches, you're working into the tops of the previous row, and you see how we have this V at the top? You're going to want to make sure that when you insert your hook into the stitch that you're working under both strands of that V. So to start round 2, we're going to yarn over and insert our hook into this second stitch there, yarn over, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. You now have 2 loops remaining, yarn over, and pull through the last 2 loops. And that's your double crochet stitch. And you'll just work those stitches the same way across the tops of all of your stitches from round 1. Now when we get to the end of the row, you have to do something a little different because again, that V at the top of that chain 3 isn't as easy to see. So if I were to stop here, let's see, hopefully we can see that. If I were to stop here, this chain 3, you're not going to create a nice clean edge. You're going to have that chain kind of just sticking out there like a sore thumb. So to have a straight edge and to have the same number of stitches per round, you're going to yarn over and insert your hook into the top of that chain 3. And you're going to pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. And you're going to create that double crochet into the top of that chain 3. And if you look now, we have a much straighter edge and we have 10 double crochet stitches. Now, if you wanted to do consecutive rounds of double crochet, once again, you create that chain 3 turning chain, 1, 2, and 3, turn your work, and repeat that same row 2 until you reach your desired length. And that's how you do the double crochet stitch. I hope that you found this helpful. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to this channel. Thanks so much for watching, friends. Happy hooking, and we'll see you next time.